Think about this one. A new study says more than 65 million people at some point are caregivers to family members who are sick, elderly, or disabled in the U.S. to one degree or another. And for those people, that can be a huge financial sacrifice, perhaps $300,000 in income and benefits that might be lost by giving up their working life. Financial expert Mike Martinez is here with more on a story that a lot of people don't think about until mom or dad have a crisis. And this is a segment you wanted to do. Tell us about that.
Yes, John, this hits close to home for me, as well as I know for a lot of your viewers. I had a mother that needed home care. And in fact, she was a very strong woman, but started to lose the ability of being able to take care of herself at home. So as a family, we jumped in and did something about it. And I'm sure there's a lot of your viewers today that are in that position. And as you said, 65 million Americans are taking care of a family member who's either disabled or sick or elderly.
And it kind of tracks perhaps later in the life cycle. We were talking about health issues too, because you can get into a situation where you are a decider about whether mom or dad will have some procedure that you've never discussed with them what their hopes are.
That's correct.
In this sense, and how do you go about making this decision on finances?
Well, one of the first points that I'm going to give you is you need to communicate. And I don't mean by text or leaving a voice message. If you have other siblings, you need to get together and sit down as a family and discuss what is it going to take care of this family member financially and everything, to go over the finances. The more education you have and the more communication you have, the better the family is going to be able to work together. You cannot run this by yourself without everybody not knowing what's going on.
And let's face it, you're a financial professional. You're generally dealing with some people who have a portfolio. Some people have pretty simple finances. Some people have spent their lives accumulating rental property and investments and all kinds of a complex web, and that can be daunting, I'm sure.
Correct. And that's the reason why I said communication is very important, because other siblings and family members may not understand what you're spending the monies on, and this way you need to get together. Now, if you're going to jump in and be a caregiver, let's start slow. Let's do a little test drive. You got to find out if the company allows you to take time off. Most of the time they do. And like you said, a lot of folks don't realize how much wages and monies they end up losing. So you need to see if you can do that financially. Second of all, if you do cut hours, you may lose benefits such as health insurance. So it could be devastating for the person that wants to jump in.
And then finally, depending upon, how complicated it is, talk to a financial advisor about,
yes,
how do I manage this thing? How do I deal with this complex?
Bottom line, you're right, John. If you're paying someone to handle your monies and your finances, that person should be able to help you. And if they don't, seek some professional help, because they are going to make your life a lot easier and be able to help. Every day I sit down with clients and I work this out with them every day, trying to figure out what's the best way. So yes, you need to have a financial planner that helps you with this.
It is a lot like health planning. It really
yes, it is.
All right, Mike Martinez,
Thank
thanks
you.
as always.